Hey, what up, everyone? It's Michael Lawrence here. Sorry I haven't been around. School's been pretty fucking intense. I'm like pretty much in the last couple of weeks until finals, and I'm just like really zeroing in, like trying to like get the best grade I can in these classes. So that's pretty much where I've been. I just want to thank everyone I thank all the new subscribers, all the views, all that stuff. Like that's super dope. Like like kind of in shock that I'm almost at like 1,000 subscribers. I never thought that would come. I want to apologize for the glasses. I have like a huge migraine. It's like right fucking here. Oh my god. Like it's just so my glasses help with that a little bit, and so that's why I'm wearing them. Even the Botox isn't helping with my migraines. Yes, I get Botox for migraines. A neurologist does it, not a dermatologist. I'm wearing my Beast shirt today. I love this shirt. It's like my favorite. I want to do a video talking about what it's like to be a fat person who's trying to not be fat anymore and like eating out in public, or maybe eating or readjusting like with friends and family. I've kind of touched on this a little bit. I don't know how I'm gonna come off in this video. I could come off like super judgmental or super petty or all the, I don't know. I'm just gonna like kind of give my opinion on this, and I'm not generalizing everyone when I'm going to talk about my experiences right now. I'm just going to talk about my experiences and my opinions, and I can have an asshole opinion, everyone can have an asshole opinion. That's the way the world goes. So I just want to talk about what it's like to be a fat person that's no longer trying to be fat in the world, if that makes sense. So I want to start it off like with readjusting your eating style, I guess. After this could be if you've had weight loss surgery, if you haven't had weight loss surgery, if you're trying to lose weight, so you're dieting or you're switching up the way you're eating, and how it takes a while for your friends and family to not see the amount of food that you normally eat or see the kinds of food you normally eat, if that makes sense. I've noticed I've had like a couple instances with like friends and family. Like there's one instance that like sticks out in my mind. It was for Thanksgiving last year, and it was with my aunt, and I made myself a plate, and like I can't obviously eat as much as I used to be able to eat. Like before, I would kill that dinner. I'd be eating those sweet potatoes, eating that turkey, eating that, all of the above, right? Having a bunch of crescent rolls. I went back for seconds and thirds, like, because I could eat a ton. This was before I had weight loss surgery. And so I remember I made my plate, and I had like a piece of turkey, like maybe like a spoonful of like green bean casserole, and like maybe like a little bit of scalloped potatoes. And my aunt looked at me and she was like, "That's all you're gonna eat?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, that's all I can physically put in my body. Like this is, like this is all I can eat." And it's kind of become like a recurring theme where like people, I don't want to say it's food policing, because it's not food policing. Food policing to me is more so when people are, I don't know, food policing is more when they're like, "Oh, you shouldn't eat that," or you should, like stuff like that. Like this is more of like, I guess maybe they're just like kind of readjusting to like what your life has been since then. So it's like, I'll get this plate of food, and like I'll have friends or something, they'll be like, that you're not going to eat anything, or like that's all you're going to eat, and it's like, well, yeah, like this is all I can eat, or like, and I think about how like what that must be like for someone who maybe hasn't had weight loss surgery, right? So like you go out, and it's not that they're trying to make you feel guilty or shame you or something. It's just like it's an observation that they have, and it puts you in this mental state of being like, am I not eating enough, or am I like not, is it something I'm doing that's wrong? But I just think it's like, it's abnormal. So like people, it's just weird. And I think that it's like a human characteristic to like call out abnormalness or like like faults, I guess. So like I've kind of noticed that, and it's like it puts you in this really weird mental state, and it's hard for me to explain. Like I'm probably sounding like I'm incoherent and babbling right now, but it's just like it makes me feel, I don't want to say depressed, but it makes me feel like a little shameful, or I don't know, like it just makes me feel very weird. And I'm just like, I'm like, I'm like, yeah, I mean, I great. That's great that you notice that like I'm eating less or whatever. But like, just like let's not say anything. Like, let's just pretend like this is how it's always been, right? Because then it makes me think about the food that I'm eating, and like I don't really want to think about it like that, you know? Like I don't want to be put in back into the past or like be feel, you know, because there are some feelings that come with like not being able to eat with what you want to eat, right? Like let's be real, like when you're a fat person, like, and I'm probably generalizing here, but like typically when you're a fat person, you love food, like, and there are things that I miss about being able to eat whatever I wanted to eat, and I'm still a fat person. I'm recovering every day, I guess. So it's like it makes you think about that stuff, and it's like things you don't want to think about, and it's easier to like go along with your meal plans or to go along with your diet when you don't have to think about that stuff. So like that's just like things that I've kind of noticed, and like, or there's been a lot of instances where I've like been with friends and they're like, oh, let's get pizza, and it's like I can't eat pizza. Like I can't eat that. There's nothing at Domino's that I can get that I can eat. Like I can't eat salad, right? Because like it has to be a certain kind of salad, and also salad doesn't have the protein that I need. So it's like there's just, I don't know. It's like it's a very interesting thing. Or like I'll go over to a friend's house and they've already ordered food, and they're like, oh, you're not gonna eat anything? And I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, but don't worry about it. Like, don't worry about, I'm fine. Like, I'm cool here with my Yeti. I'm drinking my water. I'm drinking my Crystal Light. Like, I'm cool. Like, I don't need to be made aware of what I am or am not eating, right? And it's making you aware of that makes you feel kind of crummy. I don't know what it is about that, but like, it makes you feel a little crummy. And it's something that I've been kind of struggling with. Like I've had this weight loss surgery for like more than 2 years now. So it's like, but it's still something that weighs on me for some reason. And I don't know why. I don't know. It's probably something that I need to talk to my therapist about. This is what it's really coming down to, right? Something I need to talk to my therapist about. The other thing I wanted to talk about is eating out in like at restaurants and stuff. Like this is why in my past video I said like eating out like is probably not like, it's not one of my favorite things to do. I try to not avoid it. I try to avoid it because it's just like ugh. But I've noticed that like when you order food or something, like I'm gonna take this for instance, right? So I went out for a brunch a couple weeks ago for like a friend's birthday, and I ordered some eggs and like some bacon, and it wasn't pre-cooked bacon. It was really good bacon. It was like maple bacon. It was really bomb. But I ate like a piece of bacon and like maybe like 3 or 4 bites of my eggs, and then like one of my little potato things that it came with, and I was done. But I still had like 85% of my food was still on the plate. And I remember the waiter being like, is everything okay? Like, is there something wrong with the food? And I'm like, no, it's fine. It's fine. Like, everything's, like, I'm just full. Like, this, you know, it's fine. And I think it's because of my size, right? Like, still a 6'6", 360-pound man. And it's like, I guess it's weird to not see me, someone who's my size, not finish their food, right? So I think it's like they're almost conditioned to believe that like there must have been something wrong with the food, because if the big person at the table is not eating the food, then there's something wrong. And I understand that like this is their job, and like their tips are based off of like how good the food is, how good their service is. Like I understand that. Like I'm not faulting them for doing their job. Like this is their job. I get it. But I think it's interesting that like it must be a problem. Like it has to be a problem why I'm not finishing my food. So like I've gotten to the habit of like when I'm done with my food, like I'll ask someone else at the table like if they want it, or if they want to eat it, or I'll move it away from me so it's almost like not in front of me, because then it's like you get asked over and over again like, are you okay? Is everything okay? Like we can get you something else. And I don't know, it's just like, ugh, like it makes you feel crummy, and I don't know why, and it's like you can feel the tension. Like I feel the tension that I'm causing this poor server, because all they want to do is make everything okay, and like I feel like I'm being difficult, and it's not that I'm being difficult, obviously, it's just this is the parameters of my diet now, and like that's just what it is, and like I almost wish that I had like a card or something that I could like carry around with me that's like, I had gastric bypass surgery, so I can't eat a lot of food. So that way, like, you know, so I don't have to explain it every time. Like, because I also don't want to like tell strangers, I guess this is like contradictive or whatever, but like, I don't really feel like having that discussion every time I meet someone. Like, yes, I'm talking about my weight loss surgery on YouTube. I understand the like the hypocrisy of like that statement, but it's like it's different having that conversation one-on-one, face-to-face with someone else, especially someone you don't know, right? So like, it's just, I don't know, it's something that I've been like grappling with, I guess, and it's like, I don't know if it's like something that like maybe and I need to change inherently in myself, and like just maybe I'm being sensitive. That could be a very accurate like theory, that I'm being sensitive, that and it probably is me, it's probably all me, like, but it could also be that like maybe we just shouldn't be worried about what people are not eating, or like, I don't know, like it's just, it's something that I've been like, it's one, I don't know, it's probably one of my biggest pet peeves right now. Like, it's one of the biggest pet peeves that I've had since weight loss surgery, is like the reacclimation of like what your friends and family expect, and like what people in public expect, right? Like, and I've always, you know, like, I'm never gonna film myself like eating food on camera, like, and if I ever do that, please you know, call me the fuck out in the comments, please. Like, cause the last thing I want to be is like, maybe when I hit my goal weight, maybe then I'll eat something on camera, but like, until then, like, that'll never happen. And like, I also don't really like to eat out in public either, and I also was kind of like that when I was at my highest too. Like, I would always get food to go, or my friends and I would get food to go, because it's like, I don't really want to sit in this restaurant and eat in front of people. Like, I don't want to be the fat guy, like, you know, eating my fucking Alfredo in front of all these people. Like, I understand the stigma that comes with that, and I'm not gonna like expect other people's opinions to change. I'm not, you know, because I get it. You know, like, it's very naive of me to think that like I should expect everyone else to like not have an opinion. Like, that's stupid. Like, so that's why I've chosen, or like that's part of the reason why I've probably chosen to not eat on camera, or do like stupid mukbangs or something like that. Like, why would I want to invite that negativity? Like, that's asking for fucking trouble. So I don't know, it's things like that I think I've kind of been like coming to terms with, I guess, and like trying to like understand and weigh out the value it has in my life and my perspective on it, you know. And it was just something that I wanted to like share, I guess, with like my audience, and like maybe you guys can have some insight and like let me know like how you've dealt with this, or if you felt this way too. Like, I want to know, like, I want to know how you've gotten over it, how you haven't gotten over it. Like, I want to know it all. So like, tell me down in the comments like if I'm being ridiculous, and call me the fuck out in the comments if you think I'm being stupid. Like, I'm here, you know what, I'm not afraid of some criticism. Like, let me know what it is, okay? Tell me what time it is. So I don't know, with that being said, I guess that's just like kind of all I really wanted to talk about. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, I don't know, I don't really fuck with social media that much. Like, obviously I have some social media, but it has a lot of my personal stuff in it, so like, I'm not gonna like, I may have to make some new social media, but I would love to like answer some questions that people may have, or like, I don't know, react to like maybe some comments like on my Amberlynn video or something. I don't know, something. So, but like, yeah, I definitely want to do something for when I hit 1,000 subscribers, because that's a milestone and it's pretty dope. So yeah, if you like the video, like it. If you want to subscribe, I would be eternally grateful. Hit that subscribe button. But until next time, toodles.